with the camera.
Take pictures with my camera. Whoa.
Okay.
All right. Hey, so Lucy, when's your birthday party?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. But I will be home in time because we got to load. So we got to pump the brakes on that weekly review we just did on the last video that I just got done editing and that we'll post tonight. Because really, we got another load. So we got to get to the pickup. It's down in Fresno, so I got to run. I got to kiss all these kids goodbye. And this wife of mine. Hi, wife. Who doesn't really want to be on camera, so I'll spare her a little bit. All right. But I'll catch up with you guys. I'll let you guys know what we're doing when I get to the truck. Why are you laughing at me? Why are you laughing? It's hard to be.
I know. That's why I don't do it.
The on-camera talent. All right.
Oh boy.
Oh, I got you on camera.
You just said on camera.
I'm the on-camera talent and the behind-the-camera talent.
You have deodorant on your shirt.
All right. All right. The old pickup minus the catalytic converter. You guys ready for this? Awesome. No AC, gotta roll down these windows. You guys don't want to hear all that. I'll talk to you guys when we get to El Hueso. All right, we got to El Hueso. I went ahead and turned this on already because I need to get this thing pre-cooling. We're at 91 degrees and we gotta be at -10 frozen load. So I forgot to grab my saran wrap. I know one of you guys was telling me, man, I forget who it was, but yeah, plug up the drain holes with saran wrap, and that I would that would help me keep it temperature on these frozen loads. So anyway, I forgot that, but we'll get it going one way or the other. Maybe I'll stop right here at the store and see what I got. I got some other stuff in the truck I can probably plug those drain holes with, but anyway, yeah, we gotta get this thing down to temperature, gotta haul it down to Fresno and get loaded. Let's go. All right, what is going on, people? We're on our way to Fresno. Free snow. Let's go. This load is a little bit of a last minute thing. I thought I was gonna put the truck into the shop. I was kind of looking forward to having a day off tomorrow and having a long weekend, but the shop couldn't take the truck, and so I made an appointment for next week, which means I'm going to lose revenue next week. So I was like, man, I kind of got to find some local work tonight or tomorrow morning, something that'll let me be home for Lucy's birthday party tomorrow night, but that can still make a little more revenue. So I bid on a couple loads. This one's a TQL load, and took the guy about 45 minutes to call me back. So I think he had something else lined up and it fell through, because he called me kind of sounding like he was tired, like he was exhausted. He just said, hey man, you been on this Fresno to Brisbane? I said, yeah. He goes, all right, can you still do it for $16.50? I was like, yeah, I can still do it for $16.50. I put in that bid, 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, whatever it was. I'm good on that. And he's like, all right, yeah, let's just do it at that. All right, cool. Like, he was not in the mood to bid. He just wanted to get the load done and taken care of. So I asked him what time they stopped loading over here, and he said they already had stopped loading. This was a 10 a.m. appointment, and that they didn't make the appointment. He didn't elaborate on why they didn't make the appointment, but he just said, yeah, man, just get over there as soon as you can. And he goes, what time do you think you're going to be there? I said 5:30. He goes, all right, yeah, they're going to have someone meet you back, come back to work and load you at 5:30. And I was like, all right, cool, man, that sounds good. That sounds stinking good. So should be a quick load. Should be able to get in and out over there and get home and get our 10 hours off, and then get over to Brisbane in the morning. So yeah, looking forward to running the reefer again, man. We gotta get that thing cooled down to -10. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys when we get to the shipper. How about that? We got to do a new weekly review at the end of this video, because if you watched the previous video, when I did three local loads all smushed together into one video, I thought that was the last load of the week, but guess what? We got another load. We got more revenue. So we're having a good week, guys. Good week. Good week. So yeah, we'll talk about that at the end of this video. See you guys at the ship. Final mile cold storage. Let's get back here, get this thing picked up, because this is what we do. So they told me there's a trailer back here that I should check in at. So we'll go back here, we'll find out where it's at. Check in. Jiggity check ourselves before we riggedy wreck ourselves. Let me see if this is the guy. He's looking at me. Alright, so I just talked to a dude who came out of the door, out of the shipping office, and I'm like, hey man, I was like, do I check in over here? He goes, check in for what? We're done. And I was like, oh, I guess there's like a load's got to go to Brisbane. He goes, yeah, it's not till 9 a.m. tomorrow, man. And I was like, no, yeah, they wanted me to come pick it up, I guess. And he's like, yeah, but we stop at 4 and it's 5:30. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. The broker told me, I was like, he just called me at 3:30 and told me to head down here. So I drove an hour and a half down here just to make the pickup. And I'm going to go deliver it in Brisbane tomorrow morning. I said, but he said that they'd have someone here to load me, either stay late or come back to work. And he's all, man, my boss never said nothing. I was just leaving. I'm getting out of here. I don't know, man. And I'm like, all right, well, let me know what's going on. Because if I need to call them and let them know, that they're not going to get their load, then I'm going to get a truck order not used and burn all my fuel and all that. But whatever. Waste my afternoon. But I have a feeling that he's just trying to go home. It's 5:30 on Thursday. He just wants to go home. He doesn't want to load one more truck up. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that he just doesn't want to do it. I'm thinking that the boss told him he needed, that it was going to happen, and he just doesn't want to do it. So he's going to call his people. I'm going to go ahead and call TQL right now, let him know, like, hey, this guy's saying he doesn't, he can't load me. So you need to call whoever the decision maker is at this place and let them know that they're trying to turn me around, because that's not cool, man. Not cool making me drive through traffic all the way down here, burn a bunch of fuel to cool the reefer down, and then tell me that they'll load me in the morning. Like, nah, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't happening. So anyway, we'll figure it out, and I'll let you guys know what happens. So yeah, we got that worked out. He was like, oh man, my boss doesn't know anything about this. And I said, well, TQL said they did talk to someone. They said they might have to pay a little overtime fee. He's like, yeah, well, that's what my boss said. It's gonna be $200 for you guys to do this. Yeah, TQL said they pay it. He goes, all right, you got a comp check? I was like, no, we got to do cash. I was like, do you guys take Venmo or anything like that? And he's like, no. I was like, all right. And he's all, I'll give you a ride to the ATM. I was like, all right, cool. So I put it in the dock. he gave me a ride to the ATM, and then we got this thing going. So let me see. This guy's coming up to me. How's it going? Check how do you want to load it? Two singles? One in the nose, and then double it back straight in, and then one, and then two sideways in the back. Lock in. Cool. All right, you guys got to help me know how to learn how to load these things, because they always want me to direct them, and I'm like, dude, I literally have no clue. So anyway, what kind of idiot buys a trailer without ever having hauled it ever? And it's been 5 years since I even did dry van. So hey man, I know how to load a sulfur trailer, tanker. I can load that thing, dial that thing in, boom, get it out to 80,000 pounds exactly. Anyway, all right, so basically he ran me over to the ATM, and I got out 200 bucks for the company for the overtime fee, and then I went ahead and got out 20 bucks for each of the guys that are here, a couple guys working, so that way they can they're putting in overtime on a hot day. I mean, they're in the cold storage. I guess it doesn't matter on the hot day for them, but it's still a long day for them. I guess they start at 7 a.m. so they've been here 11 hours, and they're tired, and they did not want to load me, so give them a little kick down, just, I don't know, why not? So now my rate's what, $16.10? I think I'll be all right. It's a lot better than having to drive back to Turlock with no load. So anyway, yeah, let's get the heck out of here once we get loaded. Sound good? All right, we are loaded. You guys see that up? No, you guys can't see nothing. Oh, I gotta roll the window down. You guys see that? I got a trailer back there, and it's mine. I own it. Well, the bank owns it. I'm paying on it. I will own it eventually. We got loaded. We got to get home, park the truck, take our time off, go deliver this load in the morning, go to Lucy's birthday party. Sound good? All right, let's do it. And we'll do the weekly review. Got to do the weekly review when we make this delivery tomorrow. So we're going back to Hello Fresh. But not in Richmond. So I'm guessing, I'm hoping it's better. That's what the guy told me. He promised me it's a lot better than Richmond. He said I should get in and out over there. So we'll see. I'll see you guys in the morning. It's nice to get a load. Things work out to make some money. So let's make some more money. Cool. That's why we bought all this freaking expensive equipment, just to make some money. So let's do it. All right, hey, good morning, my people. We gotta get over to Brisbane this morning. It's just after 6 a.m. I'm very thankful this morning that Gus has an early riser, because I turned off my alarm and fell back asleep, man. I went right back to sleep. I could have slept for a long time, but he came busting in at about 5:45. It was like 5:40, and I was like, oh, all right. I turned off my alarm at 5 o'clock, so I'm getting a little bit of a later start than I wanted, but GPS says it's gonna take about 2 hours to get there, and we got a 9 o'clock appointment. It's just after 6. So even if traffic builds up a little bit, we got an hour of playtime, so we should be okay. But we gotta stop talking and gotta start rolling. Otherwise, we might be late. So I'll catch up with you guys when we get on the road. All right, we made it through most of our trouble areas where we had potential of hitting traffic, and now we are over here on the 92, rolling through Hayward, about to get to the San Mateo Bridge. So yeah, we got to cross over onto the peninsula and then head north on 101 towards San Francisco. We got to go past the San Francisco International Airport, which is actually in South San Francisco, which is outside of the city. So we'll go past SFO, and then we'll be in Burlingame. Yeah, so this is San Mateo Bridge. Going across the bay here. Going across the bay. It can get pretty windy sometimes. So when I'm coming back empty, I'll have to be a little bit careful. Make sure I don't get caught broadside by a big gust. Man. I think we'll just cruise and listen to some music, because I really want to record over this bridge, but I ain't got nothing else to say, which is unusual. Usually I've got too much to say. So let's just get over this bridge and we'll get to the shipper. I mean, to the receiver. All right. Made it across. Let's get over here to the receiver and we'll go over the numbers. Got to get to the numbers. Our new weekly updated weekly review. That's what we got to do. Updated weekly review. Didn't know we were going to get this load when we put the video out yesterday and did our weekly review then, but yeah, we got to redo it. Refigure it. So talk to you guys when we get to the receiver. All right, we are here. We're in a dock, but he said it's not the dock we're gonna unload in. He just shoved us somewhere, and then he said we're gonna be here about 4 hours. That's what he said. So I'm gonna have some time on my hands. So I'm gonna submit some loads for factoring. I'm gonna look for another load for Monday. I've got the 10 roads lady texting me now, trying to see what my availability is for next week. See if I can run some local loads. So let's do the weekly review now, the updated weekly review. So we finished the week with $8,050 of revenue. And yes, I might end up with 1 hour of extra detention time here on this TQL load, because the first 3 hours are free with TQL and then they pay $30 an hour. So that's garbage, but I'll end up with an extra $30. So it'll probably be, if it takes 4 hours like that guy said, it'll be 8,080. But let's just go with the 8,050 numbers for now. 8,050, and we did just over 3,100 miles, including this load, which breaks it down to about a 260 a mile, 259 a mile rate per mile. So not bad. It's above our break even for sure. And with the number of miles being up over 3,100, you know, that rate per mile does really well for us. If I had done less miles like I had in some other weeks where I'd only done like, you know, 1,600 miles, 1,700 mile, 260 a mile doesn't go very far. But 260 a mile when you're doing over 3,000 miles, that ends up paying pretty well. So there's going to be some additional fuel cost, but you know, everything else is fixed. So the more revenue you do, the better. Yeah. So we did some revenue this week, so it's good. I think it's the highest revenue week we've ever had so far. But I haven't been running as hard as I thought I would either. So we still got room to grow. Definitely got room to grow. We got to get over 10,000 on one of these. So we'll get this thing offloaded here, and that's going to be it. So I'll wrap this video up next. All right, man, we finally got out of there. It is after 1:30. So we were there for, what is that? We were there from about 8:45. So just short of 5 hours. So we got like an hour and 40 minutes of standby time, detention time. So that actually is what I wanted to talk about, because I was like, you know what, I need to say goodbye in this video, but I didn't say what the rate per mile was for this load. I just jumped straight into weekly stuff in the clip before this. So this load paid $16.50. I actually probably got what, $45 extra right there, so $16.95. But it's 390 miles because I went from my yard down to Fresno, got loaded, came back to my yard, parked it, came from the yard over here, and then I'm gonna go back empty to my yard right now because I've got an 11-year-old slumber party to get to. All right, so with that, I am yeah, $16.95, and it was about 390 miles. That's what I was trying to say. Sorry, when I drive, I get all scatterbrained. So yeah, $16.95 at 390 miles, so about $4.35 a mile for this load. So you can see why I jumped on it. Decent load, easy money. We got standby time, so I'm gonna hit a bunch of traffic right now on my way back from South San Francisco, Brisbane. Yeah, it's gonna be like a 3-hour drive to go like 100 miles, but you know, what are you gonna do? You gotta make that money. You gotta get that revenue up. You can't just be sitting around at the house waiting for slumber parties to start. You know, you gotta go out and get some money, and then you gotta come in fashionably late to the slumber party, and you know, make sure that everyone misses you. That's my goal. Make everyone miss me. All right, that's enough rambling. This video has gone on long enough. This load is done. Put it in the books. We are $1,695 richer, and well, we're gonna pay some bills with this. So love you guys. Peace out.